Howdy, 7th graders. It's a great day for American history. It's April 14th, 2016, which means that 151 years ago, Abraham Lincoln was shot at Ford's Theater, which makes it kind of a sad day in American history, but still a great day for American history. That's not the reason why I'm making this video, though. The reason I'm really making this video is that I wanted to give a shout out to my girl Aria for some quality work on our last test that we did. If you look at the screen here, the test I'm talking about was our Declaration of Independence test, looking at the principles of the Declaration of Independence. And I just want to walk you guys through this a little bit just to see kind of some quality work and some things that I'm expecting when we're doing work for writing in history class. So first of all, read the question. Let's read. The directions say, using a historical event, explain how the principles of government from the Declaration of Independence were upheld. Use any of your resources from class, your opinions, and the writing process to support your claim. Okay? And just a tip, for any time you're writing in history, if somebody says you can use a bunch of resources, you better get your facts correct. And you better be 100% accurate with all of that kind of thing, which Heinemann does here pretty darn well. You can see the rubric. You need to look over the rubric anytime you have this. Anytime you have that opportunity, which you should always, okay? Just let your teachers know they should provide you with the rubric before you start writing. Everybody does it. And you guys should actually look at it and make sure you're doing all the things that are on there. If you can't do those things, let your teacher know, and we'll try to fix that. All right, but things that I like about Heinemann's response. I'm just going to walk through it. It says the principles of government from the Declaration of Independence were upheld with one specific historical event when the 15th Amendment was passed. Okay, I know her event, when the 15th Amendment was passed, right? I know. That's exactly what it is. And she says the principles were upheld during that. Now she has to go on and prove that. She says in 1870, the right to vote was granted to all men, regardless of their race, color, or previous condition of servitude. Those are words straight out of the 15th Amendment. I like that. History teachers are excited when you use text evidence from the Constitution. Okay, that's a great job. And she says this upheld principle number one. What's principle number one, you might ask? It's that all people were created equal. I didn't have to guess. She told me. And because it showed, see, there's a because as well. I like that. She tells me what the principle is, and she says exactly how it is met in this case, right? There's a because, there's a so what right there. She says it showed that even though colored people and whites don't look the same, they're both equals and therefore get the right to vote. That is how this upholds the principle that all people are created equal. Very clearly stated. The 15th Amendment also upheld principle number two, that all people have basic rights, which cannot be taken away. Again, she tells me what the principle is. I like that. Voting is a right which all people have, and it cannot be taken away from them. This was proven when Congress passed the 15th Amendment. Principle number three is that the government gets its power to make decisions and protect the people. Okay? And the 15th Amendment succeeded in upholding that principle because the government was protecting the voting rights of black people. Finally, the fourth principle on the Declaration of Independence was upheld. I would like to know exactly what the fourth principle was, but I actually can figure that out by reading the rest of this. It says because when the government did not protect the rights of the people, the government was changed until it did. That's actually the principle right there. Maybe could have been a little bit more clear right there, but still has a good explanation. The government was denying colored people the right to vote until that law, 15th Amendment, or that part of the government was removed. Quality work, Heinemann. And in the future, if you guys are making, doing some writing for history, then, this is what you want to do. Make sure you're reading the prompt. Make sure you look at the rubric. And if we say you can use any resources you want, use all those resources. Use quotes. Get information. Get facts. Use concrete examples. And tell us great things about American history. Happy Thursday.